Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be about the difference between the discard and the ending of the relationship. Many people, when they start to learn about the disorder, the behaviours of a narcissist, can then begin to question themselves and their own behaviours and things that they may have done, because it can be similar to things a narcissist does. However, the meaning behind the behaviour, the intentions behind the behaviour are often very different. So I'm going to do a bit of a mini series on the difference between a narcissist's behaviour and ours. I will add them into a playlist. This one is about the discard and the ending of the relationship. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support of the channel. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about the narcissist personality disorder, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with in your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you overcome narcissistic abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. So when it comes to a narcissist discard is meaning getting rid of something that you no longer find useful to you. Discarding a piece of rubbish, discarding a piece of trash. And to a narcissist, as we are usually an appliance to them, where we pick up a mobile phone, we get a brand new mobile phone and we spend time learning all about how it works. We pick the phone up when we need it, we put it down when we don't need it. We fix the screen if we break it. We drain the battery and then we charge it back up, just to drain it all over again, just to charge it back up all over again when it meets a need of our own. And then when we have had the phone for a while and see a new version on the market, we can then go and purchase the new version, discarding our old phone. Or we can keep our old phone as backup in case we accidentally break the new version. And this is how narcissistic people use people. We are a source of supply to them, whatever that supply is to the narcissist, whether that's a supply of possessions, a supply of attention, whatever it is that that individual narcissist needs. When that individual narcissist no longer feels like we are of use to them, they then discard us, and they often have another source of supply lined up. And it doesn't have to be an intimate partner lined up. It can be friends, it can be family. And narcissistic parents can do this. They can discard one child and pick up the sibling and start showering the sibling with attention, affection and support. And then when that child is no longer meeting the narcissist parent's needs, they can discard that child and go and pick up the other child and start showering that one with attention. The difference between the golden child, when the narcissist is getting their needs met from the child, and the scapegoat child, when the narcissist isn't getting their needs met from the child. And many people, when a narcissist withholds attention, affection and support, destroys people's self-esteem, especially young children. And young children can go all out to try and gain attention from their parent, try and gain the love from their parent. They can become people pleasers. Narcissistic partners can train people to be dependent on them. They can train people through many manipulative methods to be dependent on them, to please them, to serve them, so that they don't suffer the pain of when the narcissist withholds that support. It is designed to destroy people's self-esteem. And when people's self-esteem are destroyed, often the narcissist then doesn't feel a need for that person anymore. Narcissistic friends can also discard. They can also move on from one friend to the next, depending which friend is meeting a need of that individual narcissist need at that moment in time. Often gossiping about the other friends to divide and conquer, so that when they do discard that person, just like a narcissistic parent will find a scapegoat to pass all the blame over to. So when they do discard that child, when they do discard that friend, when they do discard that partner, that child, that friend is often left being the scapegoat. They're often left isolated from any form of support. The discard is a narcissist's way of leaving you feeling less than you are actually worth, leaving you feeling like you don't matter, leaving you in pain, so that they can go and find another source of supply, usually guilt-free. You ending the relationship is usually because you've worked out that something just isn't quite right, and the more you are around them, the more you lose a piece of who you are as a person. The more you are around them, you lose your dreams, you lose your hobbies, you lose your passion. They seem to sabotage you without you even realising that they're sabotaging you. You keep losing who you are, trying to please who they are. You ending the relationship is because you realise that the pain in staying around this person is just going to continue. No matter how much you do to try and change the relationship, no matter how much you do to cling on to the hope that it could be different, no matter how much you do to please them, it's never enough for them, and it's having detrimental effects on who you are as a person. Realise that the pain in leaving is temporary. The pain in staying is permanent. It's not easy to leave any form of toxic relationship because you often care about that person. You have the object consistency to care about them. You have the empathy to care about them. You have emotions such as guilt, regret and remorse. And when it's a parent, it can be very difficult to walk away from a parent. When it's a long-time childhood friend, it's very difficult to walk away from. When it's a partner that you've tried building your dreams together with, it's very difficult to walk away from. And that's where the major difference lies between a discard and the ending of the relationship. With a narcissist, when it comes to them discarding somebody, they blame the other person. They feel entitled. They expect people to serve them. And when people are no longer serving them, they blame the other person for no longer serving them. They find the scapegoat. They always twist it onto being somebody else's fault. When you end a relationship, you're busy blaming yourself, questioning yourself, working out what you could have done better, and not blaming the very person who's causing you the issues within your life. That discard is done so that they can selfishly hurt you and selfishly find somebody else that they can exploit. You ending the relationship is so that they can go and be who they want to be, and you can go and be who you want to be. It's all in the intentions behind the behaviour. A narcissist can up and leave at a moment's notice without any thought being put into it, other than smearing your name so that they can scapegoat you and blame you for the end of the relationship. You ending the relationship, you've over-analysed everything, ruminated about everything, questioned everything about who you are as a person, questioned what you could have done better, questioned if you can just hold on a little bit better. If you just speak to your parent in this way, maybe they will understand you. If you just act this way around your parents, maybe they will respect you. If you just do that thing that your parent wants you to do, maybe they will be proud of you. However, it doesn't last, because a narcissist wants what they want when they want, and they can change their mind, just like you can change your mind and realise that being around that narcissist is causing you pain, and it's time to walk away from the relationship, not to hurt them, but to heal yourself. Ending a relationship with a narcissist does not make anybody a narcissist. Discarding somebody, depending on whether they've got at least 5 of the 9 criteria in the DSM-5, the discard is often a characteristic of a narcissistic person. However, whether they come on the spectrum somewhere or not, if they continue to hurt you, if they continue to use you, if they continue to sabotage you, if they continue to pull you down to raise themselves up, if they are not there for you when you need them, yet they expect you to be there for them when they need you, these are the kinds of people you want to distance yourself from, so that you can find the kinds of people who treat people how you treat people, and no longer be around people who accuse you of treating them how they are actually treating you. I shall add in the video description the video I did last year, which just explains the differences between a narcissist's behaviour and ours, and I shall also link this into a playlist with all the other differences between the narcissist Hoover and us trying to win them back, the narcissist silent treatment and no contact and things such as those. Thank you very much for listening. Go out there, create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.